Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about what are the sub-question comes in the previous year in D-Pharm Part 2 Pharmacology exam. So, for the coming exam, you have to prepare how to prepare short question. First, you try to understand, then it is easy to write. So let us discuss one by one 2017, then 18 or 16, 15, 14 likewise. We will discuss. Today we will discuss about 2017 question. What are the different question comes in 2017 part 2 exam? That means regular exam. So first topical route, mainly definition comes, or you may add the example also. So first topical route and parenteral route. So the question comes from route of administration part. So let's see. Topical route and parenteral route. So what is topical route? So drugs are applied topically. That means over the skin or mucous membrane. So mainly for local application. This is the topical route. So what is parenteral route? A drug administered parenterally is one injected via a hollow needle into the body at various sites and to varying depth. So it administered parenterally. We will discuss in the route of administration part in the blood vessel mainly. So apart from this topical route and parenteral route, other route are also present like oral route, rectal route, inhalation. So see in the figure. This is the different route of administration. Rectal route, transdermal patches, topical route, then parenteral route like IV, IM, subcutaneous, sublingual, inhalation, oral, transdermal. So these are the different route of administration we are using. So when question comes, you have to write one example also. Topical route like this, oral route tablet, parenteral route injection. Different example. Rectal route suppositories, inhalation, the used as a like acetylene inhaler. We are using as a bronchodilator. We have studied. So these are different routes we are choose. So question comes from the route of administration part. Let's see the second question. Synergism and antagonism. So first definition. A type of antagonism in which one drug opposes or reverse the effect of another drug by binding to the different receptor and producing opposite. So a type of antagonism. What is definition of antagonism? Suppose glucagon and insulin on blood sugar level, histamine and adrenaline on bronchial muscle and PP. That means, see the example. What is the function of glucagon and what is the function of insulin? More clear about. When the decrease in the blood sugar in the blood, pancreatic alpha cell release glucagon, and with the help of this glucagon it breaks down from glycogen to glucose. One is release glucagon from alpha cell and main purpose from glycogen convert the glycogen to glucose. So Another function, when we are eating, increase the blood sugar level. So stimulate the beta cell, or beta cell release the insulin, and insulin in the adipose cell take up glucose. So both the function are different or opposite. So see, one is secrete from alpha cell, another one beta cell. See, that is reverse action or opposite, drug opposes to one another, that is antagonism. So a type of antagonism in which one drug opposes or reverse the effect of another drug by binding with different receptor, like one is alpha receptor, another one beta receptor. They are binding in different receptor but produce the opposite physiological effect, or the pharmacological action is different, but they are binding at also different receptor, which is called antagonism. Now comes to the synergism. The word synergism, syn means together, ergo means work. That means work together. So drug synergy occurs when the drug can interact in a way that enhance or magnify one or more effect or side effect of those drugs. Example, drug therapy of TB. That means combination of therapy, combination of drug therapy is more effective than the single use of drug. That is, work together. Like in case of hypertension, beta blocker, diuretic, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor we are using as a combination therapy. In case of tuberculosis, DOTS, first line drug, different drugs are combinedly used due to resistance of drug in case of single use. So what is synergy? The work together, different combination of drug or different category of drug are combined together, like beta blocker, diuretic, angiotensin converting enzyme. These are comes under antihypertensive drugs, but when combinedly used, the effect is more. So one is positive effect, another one negative effect. When suppose example, codeine mixed with acetaminophen or ibuprofen to enhance the action of codeine as a pain reliever. But when it is a negative effect, what is negative effect? Negative effect of synergy are the form of contraindication. For example, a combination of depression drugs that affect the central nervous system, such as alcohol and Valium, can cause greater reaction than simply the sum of individual drugs used. That means these are also negative effects. When combinedly we are drug are using, the more side effect, the more adverse effect than the individual effect. When combinedly used, it also depresses the respiratory, or which can fatal if left untreated. So synergism, in one way it is good or positive effect, in another way also it can negative effect. So again, definition: work together for more effect or more side effect also. Example, combination of beta blocker, diuretic, angiotensin converting enzyme, or combination of tuberculosis drug or first line drug therapy of tuberculosis. Now comes to the pre-anesthetic medication. So pre-anesthetic medication is a term applied to the use of drug to the prior administration of anesthetic agent, which is the objective making anesthesia safer and more agreeable to the patient. So what is the common idea? The pre means before anesthesia. Before anesthesia. So what is the purpose of anesthesia? To block the neuromuscular junction. So to response block. So pre-anesthetic medication is the term applied to use the drug prior to the administration of anesthetic agent. So what is the reason of such medication? For sedation, to reduce the anxiety and apprehension without producing much drowsiness, to obtain all additive or synergistic effect, so that induction could be smooth and rapid and the dose of the general anesthetic could be reduced. So to counteract certain adverse effects of the anesthetic drug such as salivation, bradycardia, vomiting, to relieve pre and post operative pain. This is the common use. To relieve the pre and post operative pain. Pre-anesthetic medication, generally we understand that before operation anesthetic drugs are used. So to relieve the pre and post operative pain, we are using pre-anesthetic drugs. Or another use is also to suppress the respiratory secretion and reduce reflex excitability. Now comes to the another question, antibiotic and chemotherapy agent. Chemotherapy is the drug treatment for the disease caused by pathogenic microorganism or parasite or tumor cell. It is a chemical substance used to kill the microorganism and cancer cell. The objective of the chemotherapy is to study and to apply the drugs that have selectively toxicity or to the pathogenic microorganism to have no or less toxicity to the host. What is antibiotic? It is from the antibiosis, meaning against the life, substance produced by various species or microorganisms, mainly bacteria, fungi, actinomycetes, to kill or suppress the growth of other microorganisms. That means derived from microorganism and kill the microorganism. One is natural, another one synthetic. Then antimicrobial drug produced by microorganism is natural, and whatever the drug synthesized in the laboratory, that is synthetic antibiotic. Now comes to the tolerance. Tolerance is the requirement of higher dose of a drug to produce a give response. That means from the same response required higher doses after repeated or conveniently used the same drug. Repeatedly used the same drug. Suppose one example. Today we are taking 50 mg of aceclofenac. Repeatedly you are taking. So after few days it does not respond. Or barbiturate drug or analgesic, opioid analgesic drug or nitrites drug produce tolerance. So these drugs are not respond. The same quantity or quality or the same drug are using repeatedly, the response decreases. So higher dose required at that time to get same response. So tolerance is the requirement of higher dose of a drug to produce the given response. So one is natural tolerance, another one acquired tolerance. So natural, the species show less sensitivity to the drug in case of rabbit. Rabbit show tolerance to the atropine. Acquired, develop in the repeated administration of drug. So the patient who initially responds become tolerant because, example, barbiturated opioid nitrite produce the tolerance. Now comes to the pharmacokinetic and dynamic. The purpose of studying pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic is to understand the drug action, therapy, design, development, evaluation. So why study pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic? Now, to study the pharmacokinetic and dynamic is to understand the drug action. That means mechanism of action, the therapy, design, development and evaluation of the drug. So what is pharmacokinetic? What the body does to the drug. What the body does to the drug, like how the drug is absorbed inside the body or distributed or metabolized or excreted by the body or drug deposition. What is pharmacodynamic? What the drug does to the body. That means which may be the therapeutic effect and adverse effect or drug action. See the table 4.4. ADME, absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion, comes under pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamic. What the drug binding effect, either receptor or ion channel or enzyme or immunosystem. That means mainly mechanism or drug action, mechanism of action or drug action or adverse effect or therapeutic effect. This comes under pharmacodynamic. So pharmacokinetic, absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. Similarly, pharmacodynamic, therapeutic effect, adverse effect or drug action in the receptor, ion channel, enzyme and immunosystem. Now comes to the skeletal muscle relaxant. Skeletal muscle relaxant are the drugs which act peripherally at the neuromuscular junction and centrally in the cerebrospinal axis to relax the muscle. That means main purpose to relaxation the skeletal muscle, and mainly peripherally the skeletal muscles are present. So the drug which act at the neuromuscular blocking drugs are used in the conjunction of with general anesthetic to provide muscle relaxation during surgery. So the centrally acting muscle relaxant are used mainly for painful muscle spasm and spastic neurological condition. So it helps mainly surgery which relax the skeletal muscle. Now comes to the antitussive and expectorant. Antitussive is a drug suppress the coughing, possibly reducing the activity of cough center in the brain. Expectorant are the drug enhance the elimination of sputum. How enhance? Already studied both the anatomy and pharmacology part. Like in anatomy, what? The inner lining wall of the bronchi, bronchioles, the hair-like projections are present, which helps to sputum or cough excreted out with the help of this expectorant drug. So now comes to the histamine and antihistamine. Histamine are the biogenic amine which released from the mast cell, and these cells are present in the inner lining wall of the nose mainly. So allergic reaction in the human, it stimulates the gastric acid secretion or the inner lining wall of the smooth muscle, you can say. So how gastric acid secretion in the parietal cells, we have already discussed. Histamine are the biogenic amine which released from the mast cell. It stimulates the gastric acid secretion and see the constriction of the bronchial smooth muscle. So inner lining wall of the respiratory tract and the inner lining wall of the stomach or parietal cells or mast cells which release or synthesize histamine. So one function is gastric acid secretion Another one, constriction of smooth muscle. Antihistamine are the drug which reduced or eliminate the effect of mediated histamine or block the histamine receptor, unable to produce or synthesize the histamine. So this is histamine and antihistamine. Now comes to the sedative and hypnotic. Sedative are the drug which calm the patient or reduce the anxiety without producing any or disturbing any non-natural sleep. Site of action, limbic system, which regulates thought and mental function in the central nervous system. So hypnotic are the drug which initiate and maintain the normal sleep. So site of action, midbrain and ascending reticular activating system, which maintain the wakefulness or natural sleep. So this is the whole about your what are the short question comes in the 2017. We'll discuss in the next class 2017 part 1 video. So this is for your understanding purpose. When we are going to write, you will write in a single line or add with one example, like histamine example, sedative example, hypnotic example. So this is the short question part we have discussed. Thank you for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe.